Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on West Coast rapper Dr. Dre. Through his song Let Me Ride, we looked about going with the flow and making the most of life. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1969. Sean Corey Carter was born in Brooklyn, New York City. Life was not easy in the public housing where he grew up, and his dad leaving at the age of 11 and his mum then having to bring up the 4 children on her own. This led to Sean getting involved in quite risky things and challenges around that time, and it's alleged he was shot at 3 times. In the local neighbourhood, he became known as a Jazzy, and he was also starting to get involved in hip-hop and DJing, and he would actually meet Jazz O, and then as a mentor, he would actually start to do some demos with him to see where the music would take him. He would adopt the name Jay-Z, and this is the guy we're talking about today, very much the East Coast rap scene, well and truly. He was involved in the band DJ Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince, and he became hype man for J2. And a hype man is basically just that backup rapper that complement the main guy. He was starting to get involved in some other influences, including Irving Gotti and LL Cool J. He came in contact with Big Daddy Kane as another big artist around about the time as well. And he really took Jay-Z under his wing. And in 1994, the single Shove and Prove was released. He was very much seen as the hype man again for Big Daddy Kane, and he was starting to get quite well known. Around that time, he was also involved in some other collaborations with Big L, The Graveyard, and Mick Geronimo, Time to Build. But he would release his first single in My Lifetime around that 1994, 5-6 period, and he was really truly stating, and I've got an official clip of him, My Lifetime, below. This is, as someone at the start of the career, hey look, this is what I want. What do I want? Well, I want money and girls, basically. But I think there's more for that as well. I actually want my life to matter, I want my life to count, and I want my life to be really, really good, because up until this point, it hasn't been the best. It's been quite hard, and I actually want a better life than the one I got. And it looks like this music thing could be my ticket. So a bit of a hope for the future, official clip of that one below. But Jay-Z was struggling to get a label, and so what he was doing, he was selling his own burnt CDs out of his car. Where was this record label going to come from? Enter Damon Dash and Kareem Beggs Burke, who established Rockefeller Records, and they signed Jay-Z up for a bit of a career, and boy, are they glad that they did that. And priority got given the distribution rights for Jay-Z's music. So in 1996, the album Reasonable Doubt was released. This featured the notorious Biggie as well. This song was absolutely huge. This got to number 23 in the Billboard Hot 200. And Rolling Stone put this number 248 of the 500 greatest albums of all time. So hip-hop rap was well and truly starting to get a bit of a groove happening at this point, but we needed some influential artists such as Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Biggie, and Tupac. All of these guys were starting to, on their various coasts, were starting to get noticed with this quite different feel of singing, talking, and just fitting so many words into sentences. Off that incredible album, we've got the official clip of Feeling It, and we also got the official clip of Ain't No Nigger. Now, of course, if you are a person of colour, you can actually say this stuff and say, you know what, I'm not your traditional person, don't try and bookmark me into a particular spot, because you know what, I'm just not going to fit, I'm not going to go. I want my life to matter, I want my life to be on my terms as well, and so, but you know what, I'm really really feeling this thing. And, you know, when Reasonable Doubt came out, it was absolutely massive for Jay-Z. In 1997, we had In My Life Volume 1. I think everybody was just waiting for this guy to bring albums out because this album went platinum. And we got the official clip of Always Be My Sunshine below. This is a bit of a transition from Jay-Z from his Mephisto rap image to more of a shiny suit image as well. He was starting to become quite successful, and so his career needed to have a style change for that reason. 1998, Volume 2, Hard Knock Live came out, and the thing I love about this particular song, and by the way, this album went 5 times platinum, 5 million albums copies sold, and actually also won him a Grammy Award. Hard Knock Live was a very, very successful album for Jay-Z, and the song Hard Life was one of his biggest hits. We've got a live version, official clip of this one below, and you'll notice it's a real hard life that came from the musical Annie, where she also was an orphan in an orphan's home. It's a really, really hard life, but here Jay-Z gives a nod back to his roots of hard knocks. Absolutely. In 1999, he would collaborate with Mariah Carey with the song Heartbreaker, and this got to #1 for 2 weeks in the Billboard Hot 100, so a massive, massive song for Jay-Z and for Mariah Carey. And obviously, if you're a hip-hop artist and you can collaborate, it's a pretty big thing to do. So we've got a live version of Heartbreaker below. Out soon would come the album Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter. And we got again a very, very successful album for Jay-Z, and we got the official clip of Big Pimpin, Lavish Lifestyle. Now, I must admit, when I looked at this clip originally, I thought, well, this is a bit, you know, he's just got everything he wants, really. He's got the girls, he's got the boats, he's got the nice lifestyle, and all the rest of the stuff. And I think it's typical rock star, rap star artist. But I thought about this a little bit more, and this is what can happen with human beings. We're very, very quick to drag them down, aren't we? We're very, very quick to actually think, you know what, just whatever. But don't forget where this guy started. He started in public housing. He started with a dad walking out at him at the age of 11. It took him a while, but not too long, sort of that late teenage years, to find his voice. And I think we've always got to realise when we consider people around us and the way that we think and the way that we are and all the rest of the stuff that happens, that we don't know people's stories. We just don't. We can ask the questions, tell us about your story and all the rest of it, but even then, we don't really know people's stories. For someone, and let me just let you know that of the between 1996 and 2017, there's been 12 studio albums, 4 collaboration albums. There's also been some film involvements, and well, he has sold 140 million albums. 140 million albums, and many of those albums have gone to #1. This is how influential this guy is. So we can't dismiss that sort of success, all right? We just can't. One of the things that Jay-Z is known for, he's actually known as one of the greatest rappers of all time. This guy, he has a bit of a reputation of just really good with wordplay, and a lot of his songs talk about the rag to riches story. This guy's actually proud of where he's come from. He's not hiding it. He's not pretending it's not a thing. Particularly the songs such as Hard Knock Life, he's acknowledging the fact that this is where he's come from. But he's also acknowledging, hey, look at me, look where I've come, and look where I am now. I'm sure there's been a few, there's been discrimination there. I'm sure a bit of putting down, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of something else. But Jay-Z has just risen above all of this to be one of the greatest rappers of all time. So to have a story like this one, is pretty amazing. And I think we've got to be just so careful that we don't typecast people, we don't stereotype people, we don't put people into boxes, because this is actually quite an amazing story, this one. And of course, a channel like this one is going to pay tribute to this guy, because to actually have a successful career like this one is all credit to the drive, passion and inspiration of the guy who just has such a way with words. Very influential in the rap scene, so well and truly we deserve to give Jay-Z a bit of a tribute today. The industry has acknowledged him as well. Out of the 581 nominations he's received, he's won 278 times. There's been 12 Grammy Awards in there, actually, from multiple nominations, including a Grammy Hall of Fame nod as well. There's been ASCAP Awards, BET Awards, Billboard Awards, and also MTV Awards, just to name a few. So this guy's not only been acknowledged by the fans with 140 million albums sold, but he's also been acknowledged by the industry, including something as illustrious as the Grammy Awards have also acknowledged that this guy's just a compelling force of nature. So really enjoy. Oh, and there is one other live version I forgot to mention, and that is a live version with Rihanna, Kanye West and Jay-Z doing their stuff. If you're doing with people such as those people, you know you've made it. Jay-Z is well and truly a major influence in the realm of hip-hop, so great to give him a bit of a nod today. So the links to those 9 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Dr. Dre. If you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Life Reflections for Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here today. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Kiki D. Now, you might remember Who's She? Don't Go Breaking My Heart, that massive hit that she had with Elton John. Well, of course, Elton John's had a bit of a go. We've got to give Kiki D a bit of a go too. So that's where we're heading next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.